Hey everybody, welcome back to Social Gauges. My name is Skylar, and today we're going to follow up on what we talked about in our previous video about using Instagram for lead generation. So if you haven't watched the last video, go ahead back and watch that. We'll have the link below so you can follow through. I'm going to show you how you can set up a complete lead generation system without having to pay for any high-end lead generation software. This is a great option for people that are just getting started building their businesses online, or just trying to start to acquire leads that they can then distribute their content to. So let's go ahead and jump in and learn how we can build this system for free. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel so that way you can make sure to get more of these trainings as they come. Make sure to turn on the notifications. We are going to dive into, I'm going to walk you through how you can set up this Instagram lead generation system. Now there's a few elements that we're going to go over. Now the main one I'm going to focus on is the actual technical side. In the last video, I talked about strategy that you can use in order to piggyback off your content and build leads. So what I'm going to be doing in today's video is showing you how you can set up using a tool called MailChimp. Now this is a pretty common tool. Over the past few months, MailChimp's actually come out with some updates that make it really awesome for people just getting started. They let you use full automation completely for free up to a certain point. And this is great for those that are just getting started in network marketing, or maybe you're starting your own consulting business or personal training business in the fitness industry. And so it really creates some great opportunities for us to get started without having to pay the really expensive subscriptions to the high-end landing page software. So in this video, we're going to be using MailChimp. We're going to be using, of course, Instagram. And then we're going to go over again some of the basic content marketing ideas that I talked about in the previous video. So having said that, let's go ahead and jump right into the screen where we can talk a bit more and I can show you hands-on how you can get this stuff done. Okay, now that we're in our screen, our little whiteboard here, let's just recap what we talked about in the previous video. So we had a little strategy here where we post pictures, and this is from a hypothetical account here, Healthy Living with Jane, or Jane Doe Healthy Living. Just a complete made-up one for the sake of training purposes. So we got pictures of healthy foods and then videos. Now she could be giving out recipes, giving out tips and nutritional information, and then having videos. And each one she's pointing towards a lead magnet here, which is her 10-day healthy meal challenge. And then when people opt in here, they get that lead magnet, and they also get emails. So in this one here, we're going to have her send out just simple one PDF that's going to have all the information that she needs for this 10-day healthy meal challenge. So let's make a list. Let's bring over some text here. Let's make a list of what it is we need to create here, okay? So in order for this to work, we need to create a lead magnet. This is the pull. This is what is going to entice people to go and start consuming Jane's content. And so for this, it's a free 10-day healthy meal challenge. Now to do that, we need some type of way for the document to be hosted and to be downloaded. So for this, and for the purpose of this training, where everything's going to be for free, we're just going to use Dropbox. We're going to put it up in a Dropbox, and we're going to make a Dropbox link so people can download it. So we need to have an email tool. We're going to use MailChimp for this. So we are going to create a MailChimp list, which is where all of the contact information and the long list of leads, hopefully, will be contained. Now, we also need to create a lead magnet delivery inside MailChimp. So this is where, as soon as somebody enters their name and their email, they get that lead magnet immediately. In 2017, people want stuff immediately. They want it now. They want next day shipping. They want immediate downloads. They want it now. So that has to be on their time frame. Okay. Now, just because I want this to look a little bit better, let's just shift the text align to the left there. Okay. So what else do we need to do? We need to create a landing page. Create a landing page where people can put their name and email. Now we also need to create a bit.ly link. Now this will let you keep track of how many clicks come in to that landing page. Now normally I use Google URL Builder in connection with Google Analytics, but for a simple, easy training, a bit.ly link will be just fine. Okay, so now we have our list of to-dos. In fact, let's add a little header right here just to be really fancy. So we'll just call this lead magnet to-dos. Okay, so first thing, we need to create a lead magnet. Now to do this, it's a lot easier than people think. Now of course, what you can do is you can open up Word, and I got just like a little simple thing here. I chose a template, and I just started filling some text just for the sake of this training. If you want your lead magnet to look better, you can go and have somebody else do it. Have somebody else build it. There's a site, Fiverr.com. I talk about it all the time in our training courses, where you can pay people, anywhere from $5 up to $20 to come in and design your lead magnet and make it look the way that you really want. Okay, so for this, let's just go ahead and we're going to save as. We want it to be a PDF. And then export. So now we have that PDF. So let's look at our next step. We have our lead magnet. Now we need a Dropbox link. Okay, so I'm going to go in my Dropbox account, and I'm going to just upload this PDF. Okay, so we got it right here. Hit share. Nope, I don't want to send this to an individual. I just want to create a link where anybody can get it. So I hit create a link. Anyone with the link can view this file. So copy this link, and we're going to save it and keep it on hand. So we got that now. Okay, let's look at our next step. We need to create a MailChimp list. So let's go in our MailChimp account. Now MailChimp is free up to a certain point. Okay. Now we use all different types of email automation, email marketing tools, and all types here at Social Gauges. But we recommend MailChimp for people that are just getting started because it's free and it's very easy and very simple to start using and start getting contacts into and start sending out newsletters and emails. So it's free to 2,000 subscribers or 12,000 emails sent a month. So keep that in mind. And that should be enough for anybody getting started. I went through that process of creating a list. So we're going to open this up, and we have that created. Okay, so let's look at our next step. Create lead magnet delivery. So now that we have this list, what we need to do is create the way that when people are added to this list, they get that lead magnet. So let's go to campaigns. We're going to create a new campaign. And we're going to search and find automation because we want this to happen automatically. We're not going in here every day and sending out the lead magnet to all the new subscribers. Now we're doing this automatically so people are going to be getting it as they're opting in. So we can just do a simple welcome new subscribers campaign here. So let's do this. Let's just call this let's call it lead magnet delivery. So it's in the format of a welcome message, and we also can turn this into an education series. Now this is a really cool idea where if somebody opts in and they get that lead magnet, the very next day it could be an email that says, hey, I hope you enjoyed, whatever it is. So for this, it could be the healthy meal plan. So you could say something like, I hope you enjoyed your healthy meal plan. We have a great blog article that's talking about, I don't know, it could be like a healthy wheat pasta, or it could be, whatever you health experts out there want to use. And so that's just an idea there. So we're going to call this lead magnet delivery. We're going to choose our list, our lead magnet list, and hit begin. And now we're in the system for creating a workflow, which is the automation system for sending out emails automatically without you doing anything on their time frame. So the first thing we need to do is just this first welcome email. We need to set it up so that way it's sent out immediately and that people can get their lead magnet and download from it. So the first thing we need to do is we need to edit this trigger. Okay, right now it's set to 1 day. No, we want it to be immediately. Update trigger. Okay, now let's go in and design our email. Email subject, here is your healthy meal challenge guide. Preview text, here is your healthy meal plan. Get started today. Then this from, we'll say healthy living with Jane. You need to make sure you have the right email, and even though this is our Social Gauges email, that's fine. We want to have an email that an email that is verified, and you'll go through that verification process. It's pretty simple. We hit next. Okay, so now we can actually design the email. So we can choose a layout, or we can choose a themed one. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any that is a well-designed one for our purpose of lead magnet delivery. I don't think there is. Yeah, let's just choose a layout and start from scratch. So let's do just a follow-up one. Now, of course, I'm going to be rushing through all this because, you know, I don't want to have you sit there and watch me the entire process of designing a really crazy email with graphics, all kind of stuff. That's fine. So we're just going to do here, if I can spell right, here is your healthy meal plan. Then we're going to add a photo. I think I got a photo right here that we can upload. So let's just hit replace, upload. Oh, I already got it uploaded. There we go. Okay, then we can add some text. Then this button right here, we're going to edit that. And it's going to say, download my healthy meal plan. Okay, and then we are going to go back to our link here, copy link, go over, and then we're going to paste that in. Save and close. Okay, so we got that email done. When people click on that button, it sends them right to where the file is at in Dropbox where they can download it. So let's hit save and continue. Okay, so we got this first email. Now, if we wanted, we can add an email. We can say 1 day later, and then you could put, here's a great video, or here's a great blog article, and you can send them more content. And the process here is called list nurturing, where you are gaining trust and you're building relationships with them to help them to understand that you and your brand are here to help solve their problems. And then, of course, on email 5 or 6 or wherever in the process, you can have a soft sell. You can say, hey, if you're trying to achieve A, B, or C, I have an awesome product or an awesome training program or whatever it is you do that I think you'll like, and you can send them over there. And then so that is one idea that you can flow with. So let's just get rid of this for now. Okay, so now let's hit next. Okay, so we got this workflow all set up. Now all we got to do is click Start Workflow, and then we'll begin. Okay, so we have this automation set up and this workflow built, so when people are added to this email list, they will automatically get an email with the lead magnet. So let's open up our checklist and see what's next. Okay, so now we need to create the landing page. And MailChimp makes this really easy. Now, ideally, let's go over the lists. Ideally, you would have some nice landing page software, but those can be expensive and can be kind of tricky to get started. So in MailChimp, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the list system, and then we're going to click Sign Up Forms. And MailChimp has a cool functionality here where we can build some temporary forms. So once inside the Sign Up Form section, what we're going to do is we're going to create a general form. So we're going to hit Select. And then we see right here, there's a nice little editor that we can use to create our temporary landing page. So you can do all kinds of stuff. You can click and add the message. So we're going to say sign up below to receive, make sure we spell correctly, our free 10-day healthy meal challenge. We can style a little bit. We can change the color. We can make it bold. We can make it bigger, change the font, do all kinds of cool stuff. Now, I also want to add a banner image. So let's click here, go to image. Let's add that same one from the email right here. Hit insert. Now, we got to keep in mind the image size. So this is going to be too big. I'm going to do 600 and see if that's big enough. Then I'm going to make sure that it is center aligned. Oops. And then hit save and close. Let's see how it looks. Oh, so it's a little bit too big. Double click here. Let's bring it down to 500. Okay, so that looks good. So we need someone's email address, their first name and last name, and you can even customize if you want. So say, for example, if your lead magnet has to do with like, I don't know, like a half-hour consultation where you actually contact them and talk to them on the phone, then you can drop down phone number right here and have that as a part of your opt-in. So let's also, we need to change this. Instead of lead magnet list, we'll call it 10-day healthy meal challenge. There we go. Okay, so now we got a very simple, very clean, but very functional landing page that we can use. And right here, we have a link that it gives us. So let's test that out. All right, so it sends us right here, and this is what our lead magnet opt-in form is going to look like. So now let's go back here. So we got our landing page. Now we need to create our Bitly link. And so for those of you that haven't used Bitly, it's a really simple service where you just put in, now of course you're going to want to make an account, but for the sake of this I'm not going to do that, but you make an account and then you just put in that link, hit copy, and then you'll be able to see how many clicks it gets. And so that's going to tell you how many people from Instagram are actually clicking on that link and going to the opt-in form. Okay, so now we have that link. Now what we're going to do is now you go into Instagram and you add that to your profile. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, so I logged into my Instagram account, or this Living Healthy with Jane account, just from my browser here. So I'm just going to go to Edit Profile. Once in the profile settings, what we need to do is we need to add the link to the website section, and then that will be added to the end of our bio. So this is where we can put something down like get started, or let's have it transform your health by using. So let's add a catchy bio here, and let's reference the link. So let's add some text here to bio. Let's say, get started changing your life with our 10-day healthy meal challenge. Then we can even add some emojis or add an arrow. I like to do this sometimes. Add an arrow right there. We hit submit. Right here, get started changing your life with our 10-day healthy meal challenge. There's a link and we click it and it goes to our lead magnet opt-in. All right, so once you've done this, make sure to test out the complete functionality. So make sure that when somebody clicks on that link, they are sent to the opt-in form. So let's make sure that when they add their email address and their first and last name and then click the button, that they're added to the list and that they get the email and that the download works. And so once you have that, you can see now that you have a complete system for gathering leads from Instagram. So for this list, for example, they came here interested in the 10-day healthy meal challenge. So they're interested in healthy foods, healthy living, and overall in that health and wellness industry. So you can send them more content. So let's say, for example, you also have a YouTube channel. You can send them videos, or if you have a blog, you can send them articles. And this is going to help build up your distribution so that you can now communicate and send valuable content out to your followers.